What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dell, and we are back with a new playthrough of King's Quest. So, for those of you who don't know, this is the new episodic King's Quest thing, not the original, really cool one, but... So we're gonna jump right into Chapter 1, A Night to Remember. And here be your hero, Graham. Real heroic, isn't he? And if you come backwards, oh, well, that's no fun. Where's my open world playthrough game? Friggin' brambles. God. This is why everybody has a thing against blackberry bushes. So, I have no idea. I've never played this before, by the way. This is a completely blind playthrough, so just in case you didn't know. Let's see, what's this? Crank. Crank it up. See what happens. Alright, now can we look over here? Whee! Well, this seems like a safe proposition. Drop a bucket into a well, climb on down.
I've not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Looks like a mattress. What do you know it was? Okay. Anywhere else go look here? Nope. Doesn't look like it.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Jump! Yay!
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
This sounds like a bad idea. Yep.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
So there you go. That's why there's an autosave right there, I guess, huh? Oh, poor Graham. What's with all the mattresses?
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
You know, is there not... Let me check this real quick here. Oh, let's turn them on for you guys, cause just in case, you know. Just in case anybody needs them. I always appreciate when subtitles are on. This looks like a bad idea.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Aw, why not?
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth. and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way, too. Add a shinier hat to my collection.
So there you go. The whole thing is, kid telling his dad a story, or grandpa telling his grandkid.
Contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Oh, conundrum.
I tried to turn that crazy.
Let's try it again, just to make sure that was wrong.
Handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Just to double check that was wrong. Because, that's always a good idea. You always got to double check what's wrong with anything. And more beds, more mattresses. God, somebody's obsessed with sleepy time here.
As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
Shows what any time is a good time for a nap.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
Okay. What do you got going on here? Well, I'm sure this is safe.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well,
Indiana Jones
I used
style.
my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
See, there was a reason to take a nap. I told you, naps are always good. There you go.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Poor dragon. Took one right in the eyeball.
I tried to
Guess
turn
that's
that
better than
crazy
taking one for the
contraption,
team,
but
but
it was
only
missing
slightly.
a handle. Someone
God.
tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use?
Okay. Thank you. Let's try that instead. There we go. More beds. Okay.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall.
Alright.
This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
Well, that does happen sometimes.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
True. That's a lot of bones. And there he is. Alright. So, should we see what happens?
After I was impaled by that spiky bed, I took a nap and decided the magic mirror could wait another evening before being rescued.
There you go. We'll try and do as many of those as possible just for the hell of it. Because, you know, seeing all the comical deaths they're going to put in this game is probably well worth it. It was in the very first King's Quest by far, so... Dodge! Dodge! Hey, we made it. This does not look like a good place to be at all. Quick to the bed again! Can we actually see what happens if you trigger him and die? Let's go say hi. Hi. How's it going? What's going on down there? Oh, well that's not that nice.
Wait a minute. Does this mean our family's immortal?
I'm gonna say no, Gwendolyn. Okay, so after that death, the game locked up on me. So we're starting here again now, at least. It's kind of weird, it just stuck on the loading screen, so... Thanks to the magic of YouTube, you won't have to watch that part where I go, Beavis, what happened to the game? That's a Beavis and Butthead reference to all you young kids that don't know anything. Okay, let's try this again. So I can hear crackle across the bones. Go hop into bed. I thought it'd be cool, like engulf him in flame or something, but that didn't happen, so. Although these beds do seem to be conveniently spaced for hiding. I kind of wonder about this trade of this cave. I think old Grandpa's just losing it, to tell you the truth. Dip-a-do. Oh, dip-dos. Oh. That's convenient, I must say. One of these times I'm going to go hide in a bed and he's just going to breathe fire on me or eat me or something, so. But for now it seems to be a very convenient escape. So let's go over this way. I'm pretty sure just going out and saying hi to the dragon is not going to be a viable option.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Okay. So there's unreachable switches. We have to find a way to get to them. Hey, you think it has something to do with this bow here? That. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure they just put this screen in here for one reason and one reason only, to screw with your encoder. It's like, let's see you try and encode this. Oh, that's not good. Let's go this way maybe. Oh.
The mirror called out to me.
Did it call to you? It said, hey, Graham, come get me. Okay, what do we got here? We got a dead guy and a bell. We got, what's this? No idea. Okay. We got a switch.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh, I see. Those are big stakes. I didn't quite realize that. Okay. And if you ding the bell, does he... What happens with the bell? Probably wakes up to eat then. Snack time, sunshine. Nom 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 nom. Alright. Oh, I see. So if you kick the switch and then jump up there. Go for a little ride down here. Oh, okay. You're gonna be dilly-dallying there, Graham. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. You gotta live long enough to hit that future, buddy. Oh god.
You escaped with only a flesh wound.
Whoops. Having some issues with this on the loading screens, but we'll see if I can get it figured out here. I'm gonna try. I don't know what exactly the problem is, so we'll see what happens here. Oh my god. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. This looks like it could be bad. Part where I wish I was using mouse, I guess. Whoops.
I guess you could say that river swept me off my feet.
Ninja jump. Oh, missed that one.
I guess you could say. I guess
we could not say that. That hat grab. At this point, I would suggest fleeing, would be my guess. Look out for all the beds! Whew. So the reloading from Odyssey seems to have fixed itself.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Well, that's a thinger. But how you get the bucket out of the bottom of the well, buddy? Oh.
Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Let's go for the bell. We won't kill the dragon. I think that's a kill. That would kill him. And obviously shoot him in the eye would be, you know, another kill shot, so we'll play the merciful Graham route here.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. How did you know shooting the bell would distract him?
Over the years, I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was very hungry. I, too, would be violently angry if I could only eat when my neglectful owner rang the bell. I know it was a sneaky trick, but I certainly wasn't going to set a dragon loose on the town or participate in any more abuse.
You really thought that through, Grandpa. I would have tricked him, too. Back home, they call me Gwendolyn the Smarty Pants.
You come from a long line of logically minded nobles, and one very clever dentist.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic
By that he
fruit.
means mushrooms, of course. You're useless, buddy.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guards!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes. The legendary beast he outsmarted with its own dinner bell. I don't know if he forgets that I've heard that story before, or if he just doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope. No junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Well, at least he wasn't a total D-bag about it.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Whoa there.
Grandma said
Whoa.
to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll
Well,
get
Grandpa's
to
a
those. No
druggie.
need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
So let's go with the kindness playthrough on this one. Maybe we'll play it again and do all the
Opponents
mean
with
ones later.
respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
And we'll see that in the next one, I guess.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good
Oh,
a
we'll wait
place
till
as
this
any to
cutscene
camp for the
ends.
night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
What the hell kind of horse is that? There's a bunny rat. What? I have no idea what's going on here. Oh. That had to hurt. I suppose I should control him out of the way of things instead of just letting him roll over everything. There we go. Oh, and the hat didn't even fall in the right place.
After gracefully
What
rappelling down
rappelling?
the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Okay, that will cut it out for good for now, and we'll see you in the next one.